Yes.
Okay, I'm recording, but I don't know, is recording my, well, I will find out later on how it works with the recording and breakout rooms.
Great, so I just shared the link in the chat to the web form.
Great. And maybe later, Jeff, maybe in the discussion in the website, maybe we could have these links, no? Like, or maybe, yeah, we can find out how to put this to all the members, that join the group or something like that, or to everyone.
Yeah, we can share that. So
Right.
I went ahead and shared the link in the chat. If you could click on that and let me know if it works. Let me know if you can see the form. That would be helpful.
For the purposes of the recording, could you briefly explain again what we're looking at? If someone sees this later.
Yeah.
So what we're looking at is this is a list of contacts. I'm calling them marketing contacts, but really they're contacts for dance musicians and dance departments, institutions that or organizations that might be interested in an institutional membership or just interested in learning what is going on with the guild, with the goal of enriching our group with more people and more organizations that are interested in music and dance. And so I've got the spreadsheet here with their information that'll allow us to reach out to them. Basically, what we're doing today is we're crowdsourcing the labor of gathering information for new contacts. So this group of 10 people or so, we are going to think about our contacts, our friends, our local dance departments, or maybe a dance company, someone we know plays, companies, classes at a dance company or something like that. And we are going to use Google or whatever tools we have to enter their contact information into this web form, this marketing contact entry form, which will, when the form is completed, you see you enter your contact type, their name, their title, and then contact information here. And then when you complete the form, boom, it will populate a line on this marketing contact list. That's what we're doing. So the next thing is to see whether the contact, whether that link is working. Is it working for folks? If you go in the chat,
yeah,
it's working. So you were able to pull up the form.
Yeah, it's working. But
great.
Could I have a question about it?
Please go ahead.
Yeah, it's so we fill in the list. Is the person or the organization is not the member? It's okay. They are not members.
Yes, so that's the purpose. So great question.
Okay.
So we already have a database within Club Express. We have a database of contacts, which includes members and former members and allied organizations and these kind of things. So there's a whole bunch of information, and this is basically just a way of bolstering that tranche of information so that we have more folks that we can be in contact with. I mean, this grew out of a realization that I had a million conversations with a bunch of different people, and they're saying, hey, such and such a group might be interested in hearing about what you're doing. Or, hey, I know a person who, plays classes, who's a freelancer, who does, part of what they do is play dance classes. And all of these, very different types of people are people that we want to bring together.
So I can bring more like dance musician in Taiwan or Taipei. Yeah, if they are interested. So I just fill up their address or name. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, that exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Anyone who you think might be interested, or if
Yep.
you know of any institutions or some, a dance company who has a musician, you might
Mhm.
share with them. So
Or some colleague is in my school. Yeah. They are in.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Got it.
All right. So we have just a few minutes. Everybody, does everyone understand what it is we're trying to do? Or anyone have any questions? Okay.
Yes, Jeff, I
Let-
have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so we have, yeah, the website, all the contacts, as you say now, that all the members. And now you are
Okay.
creating this sheet and with a Google form, with the marketing contact entry form.
Mhm.
So it's like the members can access this form and this sheet. Is that right?
The sheet itself is, I don't know if the sheet itself is public, but the sheet is just kind of where the data is entered or where the data is stored. That's more for me to take that information and then manually go enter it. Actually, it's formatted in a way I can automatically turn these into contacts within Club Express.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like the behind the scenes part. The important part is this, the contact entry form. That's the part that people today will be interfacing with.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay, so you are the responsible to transfer all this to the.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The main thing is just using this pink form to enter any data that you're able to find from your own research.
Okay.
And Jeff, just one more question
Yeah.
for that first section, type of contact, when you go in and select one of those, is it better for that sheet that, like, okay, so take me, for example, I work at a university. Should I put in, if I was putting myself in organization, university, and then put my name in under it so that it kind of groups people by that, or should it just be as an individual?
It's however you want to think about it. So like, if you say you have, yeah, that's a good question. So like, what I found is that I could go on Google and I go to Joe Smith University and I see, oh, they have a dance department. And I go there and they say, hey, they have one musician listed. It's all right. I'm going to list that person because they're maybe they have other musicians. I don't know. Maybe they have part-time musicians. You know what I'm saying? So in your case, if you know other people like that you work with and they're kind of like freelancers, just list them as freelancers. You know what I mean? I think the organization type and associating a name with that is like if there's like a music director who's like a full-time person whose job is mostly associated, whose relationship with music and dance is like mostly through their institution.
Then you would put that with the organization. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Even though you're entering them as one individual on this line. Yeah.
Yeah.
Group them by those organizations. Cool.
Right. Like if I was going to do UW Milwaukee, I would see most likely, I'm guessing I'd see your information there. You're the gateway to reaching out to other people in your department. You know, if you get a flyer in your mailbox at work that says IGMD, whatever, and you would be the one who posts it on the bulletin board. So
Totally.
That was a great question, Andy. I have a similar kind of question. I'm not sure in what capacity I'm present on the listing, on the current listing. So I wonder if I should just go ahead and fill one out for my professional listing as a music director for dance at UNC Charlotte, North Carolina. Would that be an advisable thing to do? Because I did receive your email, but that email went straight to my personal email. So that makes me wonder if I'm in your current database. I'm not sure what information you have for me.
Are you a current member of the guild? Do you happen to know?
That's what I thought. I'm not sure. Shamu is the name, and the email that you sent the email address that you sent the announcement to was shamu@shamu.com, which is my personal email. So I would very much like to ensure that I am a member and I am present on this database. So that's what I'm asking. Thank you so much for clarifying.
So the easiest thing for you to do would be to just renew your membership, just to go. So go to igmid.clubexpress, or actually even just how do I'm trying to think of what's the dance musician. Stand by. Stand by for just a second.
You could contact Owen maybe, no, regarding this.
Yeah, but
Or he can do
you
it
can do it
himself.
directly on the website.
Ah, great.
Oops, I entered it.
Can you put a link to the website right now in the chat so that
Yes,
I can open it?
I just
Excellent.
did.
Oh,
So
great,
igmid,
great.
igmid.clubexpress.com. There you can go and renew your membership. So that's the best. That would be the best thing for you.
Sorry, it went away before I could click it. I'm so sorry. It went away before I could click it. Would you please?
If you go in the chat, if you go to chat, it should still be there. I mean, you're looking on your mobile device. I don't remember exactly how to.
Yes, I am, and I'm driving.
Oh, okay.
Or
Well,
maybe post it again, and it will appear on like a message to him again. Maybe there.
okay, there you go.
You got it?
Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah. So Sharam, the best way to do that is just update your membership. You can, since you were in there as Shamu at shamu.com, maybe check your email, see see if you got any like notifications like, oh, your membership is ending, you want to renew, or that kind of thing. There might be a link. Or just go to the website and just and renew. Okay. Sign out of my Gmail so I can actually use this form. Maybe.
Are you mid-thought?
Me?
Yes.
No, go ahead, please, Andy.
Okay. So just if you have anything to say to it, I mean, are you cool with me, or not, are you cool with it? Does it make sense in context of what we're talking about, of reaching out to those people directly and then asking them either to fill out the form or get on board before I'm cold calling them, or one of us is sending them an email, it's, hi, you don't know me, but join this thing, kind of thing? Because, I mean, I don't know. And actually, I think most of the people I know already know the guild exists, and maybe it's more like a little bit of like, you should really do that, rather than, that kind of thing. Because I could fill out the form with, here's the university and here's a person's name, and I don't know how much of a response you get. But if because people contact me just to, I don't know, for whatever reason, and then I could be like, oh, you should check out the guild.
Totally, 100%. Yes, that's the optimal way. You know, so like, so this is sort of like stage 3. You know, like what we're kind of gathering here is like stage 3. You know, like stage 1 is like people you know, like your people who work for you, and being like, hey, this is a really good thing, and like we, you know, and then the stage 2 would be like your, you know, folks you know in your area and stuff, and speaking to them. Those are all way better ways to approach this than the cold calling aspect of it. But this serves like a few purposes. It helps, like helps us just understand too, like what the landscape is like in a larger sense, and helps us be, I don't even know exactly how to put this, but like, I mean, understanding the landscape, I think, is like a good way of thinking about it. Like there's so much flux in departments and changing of like, you know, this department has a person and now they don't, like my old university, like University of California, Riverside, you know, and just a way of like keeping a pulse on things for groups that are a little more at arm's length. That's kind of what's going. So people who are at arm's length, some tiny percentage of them, 7% of them might actually come and be part of the fold. You know what I mean? That's kind of what we're aiming for here. Casting a wide net, but no, your way of doing it way cooler. So the other part of this is it might help us connect people too. Like might help us make connections too. Like if I'm able to look at this and I go, oh, well, so-and-so is already at that place, like maybe I just need to talk to them. You know, it's just a way of like having more understanding the network a little bit better. So for me, like for instance, for me, the research I was doing is like all these universities all across the country. Like I don't know anyone at Austin. Well, I do actually know someone at Austin P, but I don't know anyone at Beloit College, you know, or Bridgewater State University, you know, but so that's why I was doing this approach.
Yeah, I just fit on a couple. I think it's particularly good, you know, this type of like us doing some work and reaching out and just autofilling for like universities or organizations where this information is accessible, you know, via their work, you know, contacts. Because I get stuff all the time from places just because I'm working at a university. But then, yeah, any personal or individual contacts, I'd probably send over to them or see if they wanted to, you know, get information in it. So yeah, it seemed pretty easy to go through. So thanks, Jeff, for setting that up. And it would be a nice thing to just, yeah, as I think of things or think about the region I'm in, just trying to get those in there for you.
Awesome. Yeah, I really appreciate it.
And
I
I
think,
have a question.
go ahead,
Sorry.
Winnie. Mhm.
Yeah, because in Taiwan, we have some junior high school or like high school. They also have some dance department.
Mhm.
Yeah, like a dance school, but yeah, and there are some dance musician. Yeah, because they work with some department is just for the dance department, but they are not university, just like a junior high school or high school. Yeah, so this kind of system, yeah, because I saw the list almost in USA is it's a listing the university. So it's possible if have some dance musician work like this kind of organization, could I fill up their name in the list? It's
Sure.
okay.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, it's the fact that there are mostly universities on the list there doesn't mean anything. The main thing is the whole purpose of this is to reach the people who are the dancers. So,
Mhm.
you know, I mean, so there might be a freelancer or somebody who works at a bunch of different places. Well, then we're still interested in them. And if a school, like a a primary school, a middle school, is a way to reach some of those people, then that's fine.
Mhm. Okay, okay.
We have just a couple more. Oh, we're actually at 9 a.m. Oh, Leah Bruno. Hi, Leah.
Yeah, I say hi here in the chat. I know her from Instagram and from the Facebook group, the pianists.
Ah,
Hey, Leah, can you hear us?
Hi, sorry I wasn't
There
able
you
to
are.
join right away.
No worries.
all right.
Come.
It's good to be here.
It's the first time that you are in a meeting, no? No, I mean in the
Yeah,
great. Welcome.
thank
Yeah,
you.
this is we did 2 rooms to work in 2 separated groups. So this is one of the groups. Later on we will come back to the main to the whole group.
Gotcha.
Great. And yeah, Jeff, you got what Jeff was explaining? Did you follow like what
Yeah,
Jeff
at
said?
first I thought it was just a documentation for getting work so that we could know who to contact, but it sounds like we're actually reaching out to get new members.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Jeff, I have a very basic question, and maybe now I sound like I have 5 years old, but I want to be sure that I understand, and maybe other people have the same question. Okay, so we put the contacts we fill the forms and we ask people to join, and maybe they can also fill this form, right?
So, well, before I answer that question, Mariana, it looks like Nicholas Pines has a question. He has
Yes.
his hand raised.
Hey, Nicholas. We cannot hear you.
Can't hear you.
Nicholas, open the microphone.
You could type in the chat, Nicholas. So Mariana, while Nicholas is typing, I'll answer your question, which is that this form is not so much for like new interested people to fill out. They should just go to the website and do a membership if they to become a member. And does that make sense? This is mostly for us to say hey, there's a university. I don't personally know anyone there, but I know that I've looked on Google and I see that they have dance musicians. Like right now I'm looking at Bard College, and I'm going to put in 3 dance musicians who work at Bard College so that we can say hi to them. And Leah, earlier you said something which was that the goal of this is to get new members, and it's not quite that simple. We want just people to be involved. Like the membership is important, getting people to be members and pay dues and stuff. That's how the group keeps going. But the most important thing is connecting people so that we understand that there are other people out there who do what we do, and we can share information and inspiration, etc. So I know it sounds kind of like corporate whatever, tying myself in pretzels type
No,
speak,
that's cool.
but the priority really is just like bringing people together, whether they're members or not.
Yeah.
Like for instance, in this meeting, I don't know that everyone's a member. Doesn't really matter.
Gotcha.
Sharam, do you have a question?
Jeff, yes, I just wanted to let you all know I'm incredibly grateful to the Guild. The job that I'm currently holding was posted, and that's how I found out about the job posting, through the Guild.
Great.
And that was through my involvement with you. So it can be beneficial in multifaceted ways. So thank
Great.
you, all of you.
Great. Awesome. Glad to hear that. It's really cool. I'm jealous of you down there in Charlotte. I have my friend Elizabeth teaches oboe in the music department there. And
No way! I'm gonna have to say hi to her.
oh, you know
Or-
Elizabeth Sullivan?
Oh, absolutely, yes. She's
Yeah.
my colleague. Yes.
Yeah, I used to work with Elizabeth at Eastern Illinois University. We were carpool buddies. So yeah, so she's great. And yeah, love to say hi to her for me. That'd be great. Small world.
Come visit us, Jeff. Come visit us sometime.
I would love to. I would love to. I used to go there at least every year because both of my parents grew up in Charlotte. I had grandparents and cousins and aunts and uncles, but it's been a while. Need to get back there. I love it. North Carolina.
Hello, Karen. Welcome.
Hi everyone. Sorry I'm only an hour late.
No worries.
All right.
You know,
here.
Karen, we are going to do this every 10th of the month. So even if we miss one or we are late, doesn't matter. We will have always new opportunities to join.
Yeah, it was a little short notice, but I'm here now.
Yeah,
Yeah, yes.
for sure. We said we're just gonna do it anyway.
Yes. Let's start, because if we wait one more month, it's one more month that we don't do anything. So
Exactly.
I also think, just to add another point of this list, would be,
please.
as you mentioned earlier, one of the things, that's been the best feature of IGMD is, connecting. And I finally, being able to go to Glasgow and be at a conference and actually meet you all, I feel finally like connected, So I think, if for future conferences in the US or internationally, like this is one of those lists that could really, send that information out to these people with the idea that trying to bring them in to connect more. I see that as another reason to have this, database that you can make these mailings or whatever. So I'm excited by that possibility.
Totally. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what we're thinking with this. It's just, helping, that's so just FYI, part of the deal with the guild is a big question is how do we actually bring value to members and how do we actually bring value to dance musicians' lives? And so being a conduit for the sharing of information, I mean, like Sharam was saying, like job listings or like conferences and this kind of thing. We just want to be present, you know what I mean? Like there's this whole community of or there's this whole sea of people doing this thing, and let's like come together as a community. So that's appreciate the reflection, Andy. And also, like Andy Hofsenflug was like, hey, there's this other, can I just do it this other better way? That's kind of why we're here. That's kind of why we're just jumping in and getting started. Is like, does this work? Is this, is this the best way to do this? That kind of thing. Totally open to and want the feedback and questioning.
Nicholas, can you talk to us or no? Or you didn't manage? We don't see you and we don't hear you.
Oh, he did. He said, is there any printed material that can be used, a flyer that we could download to pass around? Great question. So we have a flyer that we part of the idea with gathering physical addresses is being able to send physical copies of the flyer for folks to be able to post. So yeah, that's a great idea. Let me make a note to myself to share that with you.
Yes, good. Hey, welcome, Path.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, hi, everyone. So good to see you all. Hi. So good to see your summer faces.
Everyone has a nice color.
Yes.
Path, I assigned you first to the archive group, but then you asked to join this other group. That was what happened? Or no?
I don't know.
Because I moved you first to the archive group, but you...
Yes, but I couldn't connect, so I logged out and I logged in again.
Okay.
And I'm here.
Okay, good. Because I can send you to the... It's me sending people.
So okay, so send me,
send
me with Susan and everyone. Yeah, okay.
Yes. I need to...
Bye-bye.
and I'm learning how to do this. Now I want to send you.
Right.
I feel
Okay.
like I'm a magician sending people. Okay, I send you. Bye, Pat.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
That's pretty fun. It's a little bit crazy that I have to do this. It will be good that people can jump from group to group because I'm very distracted every time that people are joining.
Yeah, I think that's one of the lot of the meeting administrator.
Okay. Oof. Okay. Yes, good. Okay.
Okay, I was gonna say something. I mean, it's a little off topic of what we're on right this second, but you were mentioning, Jeff, like adding value to dance musicians. And I think I have a few dance musicians at UWM who are very much like, oh, I'm trying to connect to the larger dance world to compose more for dance or this type of thing. And, you know, they've done a lot locally, but trying to grow that reach. I also teach MFA dance students who sometimes are looking to work with people, you know, are looking for collaborators to compose. So I think, I don't know how it will work, but this type of form as well, those members that are within IGMD, you know, that are interested in composing more for dance, it would be nice to maybe have a page that, one, they could have some information on, and two, a page that I can send students or choreographers to as possible collaborators, you know. So that might be something that you've talked about, but that's something in my experience I think might be a useful hub of connecting then musicians to, you know, choreographers in that way.
Yeah, definitely. We've talked about that, kind of having a, I don't even know what you would call it, you know, curating a, or not even curating, really making it open for anyone who, you know, members could kind of connect and talk about, are you interested in collaborating? You know, that kind of thing. And having a page on the website. Just haven't gotten around to it yet.
That could be, Jeff, maybe one section in the forum, no, it's not called the forum. How it's called? In
the discussion.
The discussion. No, maybe like collaborating or something like this.
Yeah. And well, Andy, I think, do I understand correctly though that you're thinking also of it would something that's public facing, so that if a student or someone who's not a member, they could still get in contact with?
Yeah, potentially it's maybe someone who's a member then can submit their information, you know, of a page of composers or something. And then that page is accessible by anybody, making that page accessible to the, you know, choreographers that might be interested, or I can see that page. They can see it publicly, like, here's the page, but to submit, maybe that's you're a member, or, you know, maybe it's not, you know, so that is that type of thing.
Gotcha.
I mean, I essentially fill out one of these forms, you know, for the directory at the university, you know. So I don't know how that works on your end, you know, with the web, and I'm sure there's all other kinds of things you need to do with it. But, you know, being able to, okay, here's my website, here's my little bio, and here's a picture. You know, maybe there's just one large page of like all those members who are interested in putting that up there, that I can then send students to.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. We can definitely do that. So we'll spend about 5 more minutes, and we said the meeting would be an hour, and we're a little bit over that. And has anyone finished the form and entered some data? Has anyone gotten that far? Some folks have done that. Okay, awesome. I'm going to try to check in on that real quick and see.
Jeff, I will do so as soon as it's safe and I'm able to.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks.
Could you send one over, Jeff, please?
Oh yeah, hang on just a second.
Yeah, thank you.
So, here we go. So Karen, so what let's see, trying to figure out how to verbalize what it is we're doing. So last year, a couple of years ago, I started doing research and just basically Googling for dance musicians and Googling for dance departments and, you know, universities and conservatories, et cetera. And with the desire to basically reach out to folks who we weren't in contact with, who didn't know about the guild, or we didn't know about them. And I started filling out a spreadsheet. And then I realized there are hundreds or thousands of these people around the world. I really need to crowdsource this work. And so what I did was I built a web form, which the link for which is here, and I will share it in the chat. And so I just shared that in the chat. And basically that web form allows you to enter information that you have found through your own searches. So if you Google, you know, I Googled some colleges like, I don't know, like the dance department at Cal State Fullerton. And I go in there and I find that there's a musician listed. Then I would just enter in that person's name and contact information. And then what happens is that information, once the form is completed, once you hit submit, that information is aggregated in a spreadsheet that then we can use to reach out to them and say, hey, we're the dance musician, you know, IGMD, and this is what we offer, and we'd love to have you be part of our community, etc. So basically, just a way of reaching out to folks to let them know that we exist. So what we're doing now is just spending a little bit of time doing a little bit of that research, Googling and entering in contact information for dance musicians who might like to hear from us. Andy had a really good question. Andy Hassenflug asked, hey, wouldn't it make more sense, because I know a lot of people who are dance musicians but who aren't, you know, members of the guild, wouldn't it make more sense for me to just reach out to them directly? And was a really good point. Yes, this form is mostly for people who we don't have like pre-existing relationships with. It's just sort of like, if I'm Googling and I find that this university has, you know, a dance musician, then this is a way of connecting them to us.
Cool, Jeff. Very, very good. So we go back to the I don't know how it's called, to the main room.
Sure. Yeah. So Karen, actually, I think we might be ending, so you might not get a chance to do the work. And the whole idea with this time schedule too is to sort of put a container on the labor. So say, we're not asking you to like spend your life doing this. We're all just getting together and working on it. Personally, I like working with people better than alone. So that's kind of why.
I can send over afterwards.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So some folks got an entry in. That's awesome. Thank you. Appreciate your like just testing this whole thing out, because it's sort of new. And actually, if you have any suggestions like, this was kind of dumb, or oh, it didn't quite work, or maybe we can do it better this way, definitely open to that one too.
Good. Did we see how long time are we going to be in the breakout rooms? We didn't see anything, no?
No, but I think we were talking about an hour for this whole meeting. So,
okay.
So this whole work.
I think we need 2 hours for this meeting, or 1 hour and 30, no? Oh, well,
I don't know.
Yeah, because it always takes a lot of time to go through things and talk. And
Well, this is the first time. I think it might become more efficient. I think we'll become, and we won't always be doing the same tasks, but I think we can talk about that later.
Good. Okay, should I close all rooms?
Yeah, are you guys ready to go back?
And I don't know about the other group. That's weird, that I close, but I don't know if they are talking about something super important.
I think you can jump over there, can't you? You're like
I can. Okay, I go. I jump and I ask. Exactly. Good. A ver, join. Yes. Okay. I see you in 1 minute.
Class. It is something that he did for the first time, in my opinion, or at least, hi, Mariana.
Hello.
He's like a reference in that field. And so I want to play some samples with that, and we're gonna have a dancer during the dissertation because I need a dancer, I need a real person moving with the music. So I don't know. We'll see.
My question is, you'll publish the dissertation, right?
That's what we hope. Yeah.
And like at Illinois, it goes into a special repository for dissertations, but what will happen to it there? And I'm wondering how it gets into our archive. That's where I'm going.
Well, the thing is that's what my PhD director has to kind of clarify me, because what we've talked about, he actually wants to separate the dissertation in those two parts that I told you. He wants to publish them separately, which is something that I really don't feel like. I want the whole thing together so that people can read about the origin of where we come from, all these ballet pianists all around the world, and then also read the wonderful story of someone who had a wonderful career, played for Varisnikov, Nureyev, Makarova. Josu has played for everyone, for Jerome Robbins, for everyone. So what I want is that people can get my PhD and read everything. He's thinking about a book. The book is going to be in Spanish, obviously. But when he thinks about the book, I told him, because we have how do you say this, like a platform in Spain where all the people who finish a PhD, they can straight ahead publish it. You can upload it, and it's online, and it's available for everyone. And after I finish, I will work on a translation, obviously, so that we can have it in English. And that's like that's the easiest, the fastest, and the best way for me. But he has this other idea, so I'll see how I work it out with him.
It's your paper. I was wondering if you would you video the demonstrations that you're going to do for the dissertation?
Yes, I'd love that. Yes,
because
I haven't thought about that. I'm so in the final steps of the writing, and I haven't even thought about it. I know that I'm going to play,
keep
but
it in the back
yes,
of
it's
your
a
mind,
great idea. Yeah, thank you.
That would be helpful.
I'll keep it
that
in
would be
mind.
useful to have in mind.
You could hire some.
Yes, and
yeah, a friend of mine did. He's a professional videographer, and he did it from a couple of different angles, and that was really great. And then when I had score examples and stuff like that, he was able to cut those in from the PowerPoints or whatever. So yeah, I mean, I was really happy with how that went. You can see if you go to my website, I've got my lecture recital, and then I performed the piece that I did, and you can link to that.
Great.
If you just kind of want to see what we did for video. But yeah, that was I'm so glad I did that. Wow.
No, but yes, thank you. That's a great idea. I'm not a happy person when I don't like to see myself. It's like I'm very, very critical with myself, and I'm not gonna be like, why did I say that? Why did I do that? But yes, it is something that it's also so special, that when I went to Russia to do the training with Galina, the whole war against Ukraine started. And actually, I was going to be for some time, and that time had to be extended. I got locked in the country. I left the country crossing a terrestrial border. I went to Estonia by bus. It was all very crazy, very stressful for me, for my family. So this is like a big thing, so the day that I finish this is going to be really special. So yes, it's definitely a great idea to make a video, and I can share it with you also, so you can be a part of it somehow. And yes, because I will also invite you, of course. I will make an invitation at the Guild so that anyone who's around in the area can come. And
Mariana has to cut in.
Sorry to interrupt. I mean, we need to finish the meeting. I just jumped because we were ready in the other group. So are you ready to close the group? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so,
So-
I can come back. I come back to the main. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hi again.
Okay, great. Okay.
Hi, Winnie.
Yes, we were in the other group.
I'm back. Why?
Yes, we came back to the main room.
Okay, okay. I leave too soon. They are still in another room.
Yes, I have to come back.
Okay.
Exactly. Well, let's give 30 seconds to people to come back. I have to listen. Go to an app. Okay, Susan. Okay.
Oh, Karen.
Few more seconds to some people. Everyone is here, you think? Okay, good. I have some questions for this logistic of these meetings. So yeah, we were saying like maybe we need to be able to do these meetings in 1 hour. So we have this frame, okay? So we really focus on what we want to do. Okay, it's good for everyone 1 hour in the breakout rooms. Okay, so
Yeah.
next time we will do 1 hour, okay? Today was the first day, so great. Another question. I was thinking while we were in the breakout rooms, like for example, imagine that I will join 2 groups, but I cannot, of course. So I don't know. This is just an open question. I don't know how to answer. Should we try to, like, there is one secretary in each meeting, like taking notes and then sharing in the discussion or something like this, so everyone gets at least the summary of the meeting? Or
You are recording them all, right?
sorry?
You
Yeah,
are
we're
recording them.
Exact. Yeah, but yes, another question. I'm recording, but then I don't know. I mean, I can, it's recording one breakout room where
It only started recording when you joined ours. So when you joined ours to say we're splitting back or coming back together, it said that it was just recording it.
When you left the other group, the recording stopped when you left the other group. So just FYI.
Exactly. So it's recording only one breakout room.
Recording wherever you are, perhaps.
Exactly.
It follows you.
Exactly. So we
But
should.
if there's a way to make me or someone a co-host, then I should be able to record our group.
Exactly.
You should be able to do that in advance. Make me a co-host.
Okay, take a note. And
Whoever you want.
Co-host, so we can, and then if we have, for example, 3 groups, then I have to have 2 co-hosts.
You should be able to do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, so you think the best is to share the link to see the video of the meeting better than taking notes?
I think notes are better.
Notes?
I don't
Yeah,
think people will have the time to watch it 1 hour recording.
Yeah, I think getting a quick summary is a great idea, and then having the notes, having a copy.
Okay.
And then the thing with the videos is if you save it to your computer or save it in a cloud, if you save it in the cloud, it only lasts for a certain amount of time, and it's usually less time than they say. So you definitely want to have it on your computer.
Exactly. Yeah, and also all the videos take a lot of space, so I cannot like gather videos and videos and videos and videos.
Dropbox and then
We
just
can-
keep
we-
it online.
Right. We can put them on YouTube. We have YouTube. We can put them on YouTube and share them later.
There are also some new AI apps that can go through and digitize all the text. I mean,
That'd be
extract
fun.
all the text, write it down.
It also transcribes it in Zoom.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, for today, sorry, John.
I will investigate that.
Okay. Bueno, for today, we don't have a, I don't know, we have just the video that the growth technology group. Bueno, let's do it for the next meeting. I do the co-host, then we have the different videos, and then we upload the different videos in YouTube. And then we should have one secretary taking notes, right? So we
Yes,
can have
in each group.
Exactly.
In each group.
Okay, we do it for next meeting. We do it better this. No.
And when you put it on YouTube, would it be unpublished or
Same as we do with other meetings, which is just a link.
if you
a
have the
private
link, you can get to it.
With a private link, and so that'll be shared
Yeah.
in the discussion forum, which only members see.
Right.
Great. I would really like to do another group for next meeting, and I think I would call it like communication or social media, because I'm wondering, how we can arrive to more people in a 21st century way, like people are on social media and these things. So do you think it's a good idea to do another group about this, like social media or communication?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, well, Mariana, you've been leading that charge for a few years now, so.
Yeah, well, I haven't done anything since a year, in Instagram.
Yeah, but
And,
all of us here, none of us have ever done anything. So you are in the driver's seat. I'm serious.
Yes, okay.
Absolutely.
So, okay, so we will have for next meeting, communication, social media, archive, right?
Yes.
And then growth technology again.
Mhm.
Growth technology. I don't know, I don't understand really well the difference between library and archive.
I think for now they can just stay together.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think ultimately the idea is kind of more like how we're making things available to people digitally. I think is really what we're most interested in. So yeah, I think we're covering some of that.
Library archive, one group.
For now.
Okay, so for next meeting, library archive, growth technology, communication, social media, three groups. And I think this is like a work in progress that we have to see if we are, like, oh, we really want to do a group about whatever, presentations or whatever, and then we decide for next meeting. Yes, sounds good.
Yeah.
Great.
Sounds great.
Connect breakout rooms. I was taking down, sorry, connect breakout rooms info. Okay. Yes, this is good. Great. I think that's it. Anyone has something to comment or say, or ideas, something that is not working well?
So the idea is going to be, we're going to have a meeting like this one every month.
Exactly.
And then every 3 months is going to be something more intense. Let's say, like it's a longer meeting where
more like talking, not so much. This is more like working. So we get one subject, we do a group, and then we work on something for an hour. So we don't get into talking to each other like, oh, what are you doing? Well, a little bit, of course. But the general meeting is more about presenting new people that, we have time to socialize a little bit more and get general information.
Okay.
So and it's going to be the 20th every 3 months. And it's going to be this 20th of August.
The 20th?
20th.
Not the 10th?
No, the general meeting every 3 months on the 20th.
Oh, every 3 months.
And we put out that it was going to be October, and I think the original plan had actually been to start it this month and do it every 3 months. So there may be some adjustments. I think the idea was that we'd go ahead and do one while we're all kind of, before things get started with school year for folks, and then again in November and then February. So I don't know if we're going to still do the October one, but I think we're actually going to do the next kind of general meeting on the 20th of this month.
Okay.
20th of this month.
Yes. And then every month on the 10th, working meetings. So working in different groups. Okay?
Okay, nice.
I'm going to take a picture. Yes, we need to share this. It's a pity that we are not, espera, I want to remove the chat. No, wait, the participants. How is it? Yes. Okay, smile. But this is very tricky to do. Yeah, I like this. One more? Yes. It's good, it's good. Okay, good. Thank you, everyone. And see you on the 20th for the general meeting. And the ones that cannot join the general, we met on the 10th of September.
All right.
3 groups, okay? Super, thank you, everyone.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you all.
Bye.
Bye. Take care. Bye.
Bye.